Evening, everybody. How are we? Welcome. Happy Friday to all who celebrate. It's Oasis Day as well. Oasis are officially back. TJ's doing Moneyball. What on earth is the world? I don't know. What a time. What a time to be alive. I mean, you know what? It's very rare. It's very rare that things like that would happen, and yet here we are. We're all experiencing it all at the same time. My lights still are messing about, so I don't know what I'm going to do about these lights, to be honest. But you know, that's one of the things. That's what's happening. But it doesn't matter. It's just fine. It's fine. It's just lights. It's just problems. We don't need these problems anymore now. This, you know, whatever happens. We had a lovely time yesterday, getting in and about on the old data ball, money ball, Buster Man skin stuff. So we figured let's just keep going, because technically we didn't break anything yesterday, and yeah, so here we are. Let's do it, shall we? Let's get back in. Let's have another go. Let's see if we can start to learn it a bit more, because I did two things, and you know what, that's better than none, isn't it? The other one's gone off now. Right, let's do it. Right, there we go. The other light's gone back up again. Honestly, it is taking the piss, this light right now, isn't it? You know what I mean? Lucas, do I remember you the other day and said that you and your mate in the playoff final, the save file corrupted? Oh, mate, that's not good, is it? You don't want that. That's a terrible end to your save. I'm going to have to break these lights, aren't I? I'm going to have to break them and send them back, to be honest. Because this is happening every single night now, and it's ridiculous. Yes, welcome, Simon Wilson fans. Hope you're all well. It's a pleasure to have you in. Nice to see you all. Right, there you go. We're back on now for a bit. Right, there we go. Look, have I seen the Hearts kit? I have seen the Hearts kit, and if I remember, Jambo fan, you were complaining about Hummel kits the other day, saying that you weren't a massive fan of the Hummel kits, and you were like, oh yeah, they're rubbish, you know, and I wish we hadn't had them, and yet here you are. They're already broken. They are. This. You know what? I wonder if I can send them back. Probably can't actually, but you know, let's see what we can do. I might ring the agency again and go, look, come on, these are crap. He was saying they felt cheap. I mean, they don't though, do they? They don't feel cheap. They don't, especially when you're comparing it to like fucking Macron or something. Or Castore. I think Hearts had Umbro though, so Umbro are decent. But yes, you've done well. You've got a good kit. In fact, you've got a couple of good kits, to be honest, this year. So, I ordered the Sunderland away one today. That's obviously was launched today, so I've bought that already. The York City ones are quite cool actually for the kids. So, spoken to them, and they're both like, yeah, you know what, yeah, maybe the York City away kit could be a thing. So, yeah, we're going to get them that, I reckon, at some point. It's eldest Jameson's birthday shortly, so I'm going to get him that as a little birthday treat. So that'll be nice. And away we can go and get him there, and off we go into the world of normal things. Honestly, I'm going to take these lights down and replace them with the cheap. Can't believe I've got to replace them with the crap lights that I had. Oh, do you know what I mean? Why does my Football Manager look like this? Because I have a different skin on. I have the Musterman skin on, which is all about data and attributeless and analysis and loads of fun things that not everybody does. Not really much you can do with home kits. There is if you try hard. Everyone at Sunderland would say that last year's Sunderland home kit was an absolute belter. Those little details, the little details make all the difference. And Hummel do pay a lot of attention to those sorts of things. So they, you can do some stuff with the home shirts. You know what I mean? Leeds home shirt is still white. Red Bull haven't destroyed it just yet. Yet, of course, being the operative word there, because Red Bull probably will destroy it, as they tend to do with most things. Anyone seen the Stoke kit? Yes, I have. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. The purple away one's interesting. I don't know how I feel about it, if I'm completely honest with you. But it's there. It's It's very 90s. It's very, very 90s. I'm not sure it's not my vibe. Like it's funky, it's interesting, but I personally wouldn't buy it. Like, I'm 45. I couldn't walk around wearing that, let's be honest. Watford's new Partick Thistle home kit is lovely. Oh, do you reckon? I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of it. I find it weird. Hearts walkout hoodies are very 90s. Yeah, the Sunderland ones were as well. They were literally like inspired from the 92 FA Cup final last year. In fact, the whole thing's very 90s. Everything's very 90s right now, and understandable because, you know, everything's all 90s revival, isn't it? So it makes sense that that's the situation. And then, like, in about 5 years' time, everything's going to be like early 2000s, and you're going to have like loads of kits that are just inspired by like My Chemical Romance and emo kits. You'll probably have like massive shirts will come back in with like really big sleeves. Blackburn hit a nice green one today. Yes, they did. That's a nice. That third kit, it's clean, isn't it? Very clean. Very clean. Looks good. Liam O'Rourke over on TikTok says, I'm using Moneyball with Chelmsford. Yes, Liam, that's what we're talking about. Appreciate that. Eddie and Eva is just shouting Hammarby. Hammarby. Which, of course, is a Swedish football club, not just shouting Scottish. Or at least I presume he's shouting about the football club. Maybe he is, I don't know. League form has been sketchy, I think it's probably fair to say. We looked fine. We did great. Then lost 2 massive matches. We've lost 4 in the league already. So it's not really ideal, is it? Brandon Lynn. Welcome in. The new Port Vale shirt is fire. Yes, the Port Vale one is lush. And I know people say, oh yeah, it's just a white t-shirt, like a plain white shirt, but it's got like some, it's clean. It does exactly what it needs to do. There's no airs or graces about it. It just hits the mark perfectly. Lewandowski's still injured for 4 weeks. This is going to be a concern for us, I reckon, because our other strikers just aren't good enough. And also, our left back cover isn't really good enough, but we are going to have to try and utilise left backs. I mean, he's 6'5", so he's going to have to go there, really. You know, let's see what he can do, shall we? I mean, right, not giving the ball away too much, winning the ball back, pressures attempted is good. He's winning headers, he's dribbling a lot. Let's give him a go. Okay, we're going to stick with this 3-5-2 still as well. See how we go. Watching the Euros now. The kits the Germans have popped out is amazing. Oh, of course, yeah, the Women's Euros on, isn't it? Yeah, forgot about that. That started yesterday? Yesterday or the day before? I think. What's my opinion about Pedro Mendes? Oh, Pedro Mendes? Who's Pedro Mendes? The lad that elbowed Ben Thatcher. Oh. Who's Pedro Mendes? Is this a real football thing, is it? Start on Wednesday. Oh, damn. All right, okay. Right, I've missed 2 days, and I need to play catch up. on it and I will get caught up. You know, get him as a wide target man for our fullback, possibly. But I mean, we're not playing with wide players at the minute, so the fullbacks, the wing backs, I should say, sorry, are giving our width. So, but you know, maybe we could obviously change things up as we go through. Is this FM25? No, there's no such thing as FM25. FM25 cancelled a long time ago. This is me losing again, is what it is. Isn't Pedro Mendes the fella that scored from the halfway line against Manchester United? It could have been. As I say, I thought he was the guy that elbowed Ben Thatcher, or Ben Thatcher elbowed him. One of the two. Can't remember. That's Ben Thatcher who killed him, right? Okay. So are we gonna have a reason then, Robbie, as to why we're talking about about Pedro Mendes? it looks different. It's because I play it on console. No, it's because I've got I've got a different skin on it. That's why. You're not massively into FM. Okay, fair enough. Not a problem at all. You're still welcome here, of course. You're still very welcome. We're just we're collecting folks tonight. As I say, we're trying something a little bit different. Trying this this Moneyball approach, seeing if we can get it moving. So this is the Musterman skin. Musterman skin. Brandon, I know a Musterman skin when I see one. You do. You do. There was a little conversation. Barton, 29 months, my man. Appreciate that. Very, very kind indeed. Thank you so much for the support. Genuinely, that is wonderful. We were actually discussing a Musterman TJ or Musterman FM show podcast skin a while back, before like the announcement of FM25 and like the delay and stuff. We were like, oh, maybe we could do something like that. So there was talk of an FM show branded skin coming out. And then of course FM25 didn't happen. No idea what happens with FM26. You know, we don't know whether or not Musterman's going to be doing a skin for FM26 or what have you, because no one knows what anything looks like. So I suppose sort of like hold that thought, keep that thought in your mind. Maybe it might happen in the future. Who knows? Quarantine Cyclist. Yes, Quarantine Cyclist. Not seen you for ages. 14 months though on the sub. Appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. Pleasure to have you back. Oh, what's gone on there? I mean, this is ridiculous, right? Have a look at this. Sosnovsky down the wing. Hold him up. Oh no, I thought it had gone straight in, but no, it was headed through. Don't even know if skinning will be possible yet. Well, exactly. Yeah, nobody knows. So essentially, what I'm saying is, we had a conversation. Everything's on hold at the minute. Yeah, we don't know whether or not there's going to be a skin to go for. So just not really worth me mentioning the skin now, to be honest, was there? But there you go. We did mention it. Who do I support? Asks Probit. I'm a Sunderland fan, Probit. Jambo fan, FM26 will either be the best FM yet or the worst FM. No, it won't. no, it'll either be the best football manager or another football manager, or it'll be the worst. There's three options. It could be. It could just be another version. Yeah. Who knows? And ultimately, does it matter? Does it matter? I've tried to write Dan. 47 months. Thank you, my friend. I've made a video this week in response. I was going to say in reaction. In response to some of the feedback that we received from the last video that I made about like things that I'd like to see in the game. Which, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinions. Absolutely fine. No sort of like, not sort of questioning any of that at all. But what I think I've looked at is, I just think there's going to be a lot of people are going to be unhappy with the game, rightly or wrongly. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's just one of those things. It's just going to happen. People are going to be upset. Like, they're not going to get the game they want. You know? And as long as they're fine with that and they understand that, which they won't, but I'm trying to sort of like prove just how difficult it is for SI to make a game that covers everybody's view, because everybody plays the game differently. So how can you make a game that will cover, you know, people who are the hardcore, people who are, you know, floating, sort of like audience, or people who are brand new. Bo boy, appreciate the follow. Very, very kind indeed. You know, how do you make a game that sort of like works for people who've played like 1 season, 2 seasons, and also is still immersive enough for people who play 50 seasons? There's the match engine. There's the match engine you worry about. Why are you worried about the match engine, Jambo? Why? What's giving you concern for the match engine? What have you seen or read about the match engine, bearing in mind that there's been nothing seen or written about the match engine, what makes you worried about that? Because I've not seen anything about Grand Theft Auto 6, but I reckon it'll be fine. As long as they've got a 2D version, which I've barely ever used, it'll be fine. Well, but what if it's not? What if they take the 2D version out? Then what? I think this is the problem. I think everyone's getting their knickers in a twist over stuff that doesn't, like, it's just all hypothetical, isn't it? Like, and I've really worked out that there's a lot of people take this game far too seriously, and they take it personally as well. Like, I mean, like, the whole thing is like personal. Oh, I can't believe that FM haven't made the game exactly the way that I want it. I've played this game for 30 years. I don't want it any differently. It's very weird. It's a very weird stance you get from some people. That's been the problem. They've had to create it from scratch. UI will be fine. It's just a lot of testing. Well, yeah. I mean, look, yeah, they have to build it from scratch, but they've now had a little bit longer. So, remember when they took out the wibble wobble screens and there were practically riots in the forums? Yeah, because people are idiots. That's the problem. Nobody officially said that they were even screenshots. They were what were they, like, sort of design renders or something? Like early ideas. There was loads of space on stuff. It was just graphics for mock-ups is the word. Yes, mock-ups, yeah. But everyone took it as like, that's what it looks like, and it's gonna look like a console game. Like, if it does, who cares? Do you know what I mean? Who cares? It'll still play. Do you know what I mean? Some people are just fannies. What's the skin? The skin is the Muster Man skin, David H. It's a pleasure to have you in. Nice to see you. Miles has literally taken 8 hours of his day to drive to South Wales, spit in my face, and tell me there won't be an option to add a tier 12 database. Then he had a big arch burger on the drive back. Yeah, that's why the game's been delayed, because he had to literally go around everybody's house and tell people exactly why the game won't be what they want specifically. It's been quite tiring. It's a shame, because he was going to make 12 million different versions. But ultimately decided it wasn't really worth it. You know? Oh my god, Frank Kirby has the same attributes as a guy. Her height isn't even right. Yeah, it was a mock-up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was Evan Ferguson. Like, nobody... Do you know what I mean? Oh dear. I don't know. Dodgy Gamer, hello mate. How are you? Pleasure to have you in over on TikTok. Now there's a man who smashes TikTok. He knows how to work TikTok. Right? If you're not following Dodgy Gamer over there, by the way, please go and make sure you do it. In fact, you know what? He doesn't need more followers. He's got plenty. But yeah, no, do go give him some love, because he makes amazing stuff over there. Enzi, appreciate the follow, my friend. Very kind. How are you, Dodgy? Hope you're good. Sorry, I'm just back into rant mode again. There'll be skins to change things up anyway. We don't know that, Casual. We don't know. We don't know whether or not FM26 is going to be skinnable, moddable. We haven't got a clue. So, I mean, I know that I've just upset some people there now, because some of them will be focusing on the fact that they wanted a skin to take away from whatever the evil Sports Interactive we're going to give them. So of course now I've just pissed on their chips once again. They were like, oh, God's sake, TJ. I was getting all angry about a match engine I've not seen, but now you're telling me there might not be a chance of skins that I haven't thought about either? God damn it. What if they don't even put 26 in the title? Then how will I know what version I'm playing? Rant stream. Yeah, as I say, this video, I've sent it to Chris to have a watch of. I think I mentioned it yesterday, and I was like, am I a bit too ranty here? You know? Guess I might take the opportunity to stop people from being able to add missing licenses as well. I mean, who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? No idea. And that's the thing. Because nobody knows, everyone puts 2 and 2 together and starts guessing. Or starts panicking and going, oh my god, I can't believe this company doesn't tell us every single thing. that's going on. Oh, what a goal. Altenfeld. That is a brilliant free kick. Pick that one out. Go on. The fellas on the Alpha now. Or the fellas on the Alpha know, but they're behind an NDA. Right? Yes, probably. So from that, what? Like, what do you expect? No one's going to say anything. If they're all NDA'd, no one's going to say a word. Can't say a word. You know? And do you know what? Okay, here's the thing then. I'll throw down a challenge then, right? Everyone who cares this much about how Football Manager is, right? And those people who are desperate to know every single breathable detail, just go and get a job there. If you're that nosy, go and get a job there. There's plenty of opportunities. They keep posting opportunities all the time, you know? But you know what? They probably won't give you an opportunity because you'll just be there going, oh, I just want to learn about Football Manager. No, it's not about that, is it? Or wait a month. I mean, yeah, look, Dubs, waiting is not in this community's nature, as you found out, yeah? NDA, no dissing agreement. Exactly, Dodgy, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Chris is definitely alive. I have texted him today. He is definitely alive. He can barely use a computer, never mind create a game. At least you're honest though, Barton, because from what I understand and from what I've seen, everybody who's ever been in the chat makes games for a living. And they all know better than I do, and they all know better than I do. So we must be in the minority, me and you. We have been waiting a while at this point, but generally yes. Well, we have been waiting a while, but so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I think I've just gone past it. I've gone past it. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. There's no news. Okay, no problem. I think it's an ADHD thing, possibly. Like, you know, a bit of like a out of sight, out of mind. Really, I'm like, you're like, okay, you're not gonna give me that. You're not gonna give me some info. Okay, fine, no worries. Like, whatever. If it's less things for me to know about, perfect. It's easy to add this feature. That single phrase makes my eyes roll hard. Oh, 100%. Why don't they just is also another good one. Triple H is on TikTok, or at least someone with 3 H's as their name. Might be Triple H. We had Harrogate Town in the other day, so it could well be Triple H. My mate works for Rockstar. He's NDA'd to the eyeballs in regard to GTA. Yeah, I can imagine. Great finish by Altenfeld. Possibly offside. Every time it's mentioned in a group chat of the pub, he has to walk away. It must be difficult people being involved in games. GTA FM. Try and correct misinformation here. Can't do anything. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And as well, it's when people are like so uninformed. And I'm going to say uninformed rather than misinformed. You know, that's when it's harder, isn't it? Because you can't be like, oh, I can't tell these people not. 40-something me is happy to sit and wait. 20-something me may have been different. Maybe. I don't know. I think 20-something me would have more options now. Yeah. Also, as well, like, I'm having fun with my saves, so it doesn't really matter. And I don't think there's a save I want to do at the minute when it comes to the new game coming out. Like, who do I actually want to be? I've got the ethical dilemma that Sunderland now in the Premier League, so that's difficult. You know, is it Sampdoria down in Serie B? Leon, I think everyone's going to be doing Leon, aren't they? Danny Roberts, appreciate the follow, very kind. Plus, of course, with Leon, you've got issues with certain teams and players in France, so you know there is that. So yeah, it's got to be considered. It's got to be considered. And to be fair, I've managed to just put it all out of my brain for a little bit. I've not had to think as to what I'm going to do. Sheffield Wednesday and Hull could be good saves. It could be, but they could also be really boring. Like, that's the thing as well. Like I think they're going to be better YouTube videos than saves. But I also think the problem is that everybody's going to do them. Like, in the same way that everybody did videos about when Everton had points deduction and when Chelsea got like £1 billion to spend, and, you know, Newcastle got their horrible takeover. Like, all the same stuff gets made pretty quickly. Bordeaux last year as well, like loads of Bordeaux. Like, even we did Bordeaux for a little bit. So there's going to be like a deluge of the same stuff, really. So, I mean, Rougeau's still very much a fan of Bordeaux. Like, do you know what I mean? So then trying to find something that's going to be a bit interesting. You know, there is definitely some thoughts. Brescia might be tricky given the fact they don't exist. That could be a very difficult save. Bordeaux need to be relegated again. When Leeds were League One with the points deduction, that was a popular save. Yeah, of course it will be. Yeah, because it's the rebuilds, isn't it? You know, and they are popular, as they should be. Sunderland, when they're in League One, was a popular save. You know, Sunderland Till I Die had obviously come out on Netflix. So that was it was well timed. So yeah, that made complete sense for that to be popular. And I guess Sunderland now is quite popular because they're recruiting pretty well and they're in the Premier League. So of course it's then that thing about going, well, could we make them stay with the Premier League? Matt Blade, 23 months. Appreciate it, my friend. Very kind indeed. You know, there is a bit of that whole, like, well, you know, can we keep them up sort of thing. So yeah, so there's lots to go on. You know, the Manchester United rebuild, the Tottenham rebuild. You know, they're all the content ones, and you know, and then of course the same, like, I'm rebuilding Barcelona. Like, are you? by doing what? Bordeaux was Wales' first ever game at a European Championships. I still tell my mate that if Wales becomes shite again, we'll always have Bordeaux. I like that. That's a good story. Calispera Jason, by the way. Alright, what's happening with this light? Apparently it's fully loaded up. Fully charged by all accounts. Just plain silly buggers, apparently. Joe Mackin on the follow. Appreciate that, Joe. Oh, that's dreadful goalkeeping. Let Poznan take the lead. Okay, I don't think it's Data's fault that we're not having a nice time in Poland. The fault is that we didn't really pay much attention during the transfer window, did we? Because we were trying to leave and we let all of our good players go, and then we sort of forgot to try and replace them, and this is what's happening now. So, right, okay. So yeah, 2-0 down after 22 minutes. This isn't going to be good, is it? Against the league leaders, defending worse than the goalkeeper for the first goal. Yeah, it's been poor. It's been very poor. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Keeper's gone out. Oh, what? Can't punish them. Let's see if we can press a bit more. Actually, dial the press down, but This isn't Poznan. Why aren't they watching the match from their backs facing the pitch? Well, that's the truth. Yeah. They obviously haven't got the license for actual stand celebrations. You know what? Someone will ask for that at some point next year. They'll be like, "Can we have official tifos in the game, please? I want my fans to have different coloured away kits as we change throughout the generation of the save." I'm beginning to think it's a Wi-Fi issue with this light here. I mean, it's guesswork, isn't it? Can we see the tifos cause global warming and then ban them? We can do, yeah, we can say that. Apart from the Sunderland one, that was class, but everyone else, they are, you know, yeah, get rid of the rubbish ones. They know which ones. In fact, you know what? Get rid of all pretend club atmosphere as well. Like, you know, like British clubs just like going around European teams going, let's take that song, let's take that bit of, you know, fan culture and try and pass it off as our own. Like, do you know what we need? We need St Johnston to have ultras. Like, no, you don't. 7 12-year-olds outside of Greg's is not ultras. Do you know what I mean? Get rid of kids begging for shirts. Oh, 100%. That's gone. That's definitely gone. That's definitely gone. Ban Man City for being a soulless club. Yeah, yeah. Ban most clubs for being soulless. Quite a few teams we get rid of, to be honest. I want to see how many Legia versus the UEFA tifos can be used in the game. Yeah, I'll certainly limit that one, wouldn't it? Evening got slow. Nice to see you. Pleasure to have you in. This is a bad result, isn't it? Yeah, we were poor in that match, weren't we? Slammed the team. Damn right we slammed the team. Slammed them so much. We're looking at Vancouver thinking, oh, that might not be the worst idea. There's not a lot out there, is there? AEK Athens, New England Revolution. I mean, it is USA's birthday today, isn't it? So, by the way, I know it's not their birthday. Okay, just put it out there. We know it's not. So yeah, we're expecting to finish top 3, and as you can see, we're quite a way out. So, I think the where's the board? Oh yeah, here. Oh, performance, that's it, yeah. I mean, it's not great, is it? It's not brilliant. It is your birthday tomorrow, Dan, that's right, yeah. Happy birthday for tomorrow. Forza AEK. Back to Greece, isn't it? That wouldn't be the worst thing, you know? Poland to AEK, we could probably just about do that. I don't know if AEK would want us, to be honest, though. I'm starting to think that maybe the second division of Norway is the way to go. Like, again, take another step back to take another step forward. The YMCA and Oslo have been relegated, so we would definitely have been into the second division of Norway had we gone there. Which we didn't. We were like, no, we can't do that. Oh, Bohemians. Now, are they fine? I get the feeling they're fine. Are they fine? I mean, they do have a kangaroo on their badge, so they must be, surely. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, yeah. Bohemians are associated with left liberal fan base. The Prague-based club known as Bohemka has cultivated a supporter culture rooted in counterculture and progressive values. The club's anti-fascist ultras express their politics through music, stickers and banners. I think Bohemians is the one, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Happy birthday, Dan. Hope those Jameson socks keep your tootsies warm. You know what? They would. They would. The Jameson socks are warm. They are good. Snug socks, man. You got Derry into Europe twice in a domestic treble. You left and got no good offers. Sometimes if you're out of a job, there is no offers, is it? Because they're going, well, why are you unemployed? The game does that every now and again, doesn't it? I still believe you would have made Offie into a supersonic Latin American happy feet dribbling sensation squad. Haven't changed my mind. Don't make me load that save back up, Jason. Because it might be... It's still there. We've got it. We've got it. Still very much on the hard drive. I think they've got... Oh, no, it's very insecure now. Well, it's still insecure. Fortuna Liga. Where are they? 9th. Could fancy a bit of Bohemians, you know. That could work for us. Obviously, that there is part of me thinks, well, do we start to look to change our tactic because we've lost a couple more matches than we'd expect? But I think it's more about the fact we've got a lack of quality. And we're missing out on some players that were very, very good last year. You know, a couple of actual wonder kids that we had from Dortmund. But yeah, we don't have them this year. So that makes things harder. Even Kevin, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you, sir. Hope you're well. I have to say, we had an interview with Sonness yesterday, and unfortunately, they didn't offer us the job, Kevin. We didn't speak to the right people high up, you know? I don't know, we missed something out. We missed something. Rolo Play Tiger, welcome in. Welcome in. James Atkin in on a Twitch as well. Thank you for the follow there, James. Very kind indeed. Ukranonsky is a wonder kid. I mean, yeah, well, we're 2031 now, so he's probably gone, I'm afraid. So yeah, 2031. So we'll have missed quite a bit of where these players are or were or might be. So Olsen's gonna have to come out now. So there's another injury there. So Scotter goes in. Is the compensation too much for other teams to hire me? Maybe. Sometimes though, don't they have the option of going like, oh, we want to hire you, but the compensation's too high. So therefore, if you resign, we'll go again. You're gonna give Oyston a call. I'm doing well, spending the weekend at my mum's in Bergen. Nice. Yeah. Get Oasis on the phone and go, look, what happened? We could have had TJ. I mean, Bron. Have we spoken to them a couple of times as well, or once before, sorry. But we know what they did. We know what they did at the after party, so we probably can't go there. But yes, hope you're well though, my friend. Having the wave compensation clause does help. Well, yeah, I think that when you're in the smaller clubs though, they tend to like that, don't they? Because that's sort of the whole thing. And it sort of keeps you at the club, I suppose, doesn't it? Head away. Oh, slow. Had a tycoon take over day and straight away replaced you as a manager. Well, there you go. This is the thing, isn't it? It's not always fun and games. You play Rakuf as a career, and in 2028 you have 100 million for transfers. Fair play, Rolo. I think we took over in 2029, so we had 400 grand. So I don't know what the AI's been doing before I turned up. So yeah, but it's not been useful. Right, second bottom of the league, and we're 0-0. I think this used to happen before, didn't it? Oh my god. That was a highlight. I've just basically clicked over that. Right, let's take the ball in the box off, see if that helps. Might have to start going a little bit more direct as well, which I don't really want to do because I quite like having the possession. We could maybe speed the play up a little bit, possibly. Maybe we're a bit too laboured. In our play, well, we've got 88 passes completed, progressive passes 13, final third 26. We are moving the ball around, so it's not like we're not doing things. Jan Kolofsky looks like he's injured. Right, change again down that left hand side. Oh, can't believe they've missed that. I also wonder whether we're pressing too much and like we're trying to sort of like force turnovers a bit too much, and because of that we're then a little bit out of position ourselves. So maybe we take the press off, but we look to counter a bit more, and let's speed that play up a little bit. Glagovski's tiring as well. Let's put Augenstein on. So we've got both fullbacks replaced. I say fullbacks, both wingbacks I should say, sorry. Or maybe it's the fact that they're just not playing well enough. Maybe we need to let our foot off the pedal a little bit. You know, they're sat pretty compact, so we're struggling to find a way to break through. Betnar, Zotta. So we just need a ball over the top, really. Pitlick in. Altenfeld, is he offside? He is offside, apparently. I think he's just off. He's off by about a good yard, isn't he? But it's better. It looks like something. It's a sign of intent at the very least. Pitlick loses it. Oh no, we're going to concede. Oh, almost. Right, let's get the get that counter press back on now, because we are a little bit better. Run at defence off, be a bit more expressive. Lejnik's tiring, let's put him on there. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but let's try it. Ryan Hunt in on the show. Let's hear what we got. Just listen to both phone-ins of the podcast. Brilliant, I have to say. On the first episode you spoke about challenges. Made me think, if it's about FM allowed you, what about if FM allowed you to manage under 18s, under 21s, or C teams? Oh, we've just conceded. We've made a change, we've just conceded to second bottom. And their goal counts, because of course it does. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Half an hour still left though. Wow. Okay, so it turns out that the long ball was what they needed to play, and we haven't played it, and they've just done it, and now they're 2-0 up. Oh God. Unbelievable. Musterman looks like I've turned up in a bad time. You know what? At least you've turned up. Our team haven't. Lucas, how do I not get bored? Of what, Lucas? How do I not get bored of what? The game. Just don't. I mean, the weird thing is, though, is I guess if you're bored, then why are you watching somebody play it? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's my question, I guess. Dreadful, 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 dreadful performance now by these players. Yeah, I think the whole rack. Oh, this fucking light, man. Honestly. Right, El Gato. I've had enough. Sort it out. Shouldn't have to have the light on for an hour before a stream. Do you know what I mean? How are we, Musterman? Hope you're well. It's nice to see you. We're not... Well, we knew that things weren't going to go well this season when we sold loads of players and didn't really pay much attention to the team as we were... you know, not really paying much attention in the off season and recruiting. Turns out that tends to mean the results on the pitch get pretty bad. So yeah, it's not good. I'm not blaming yourself though, Musterman. This is very much a me issue right now. So we pulled one back. So, yeah. At least we know, though, by Christmas that we're probably not going to be in Rakuf much longer. Chestakova will be Chester gone. Yeah, I think we haven't really got a... we haven't got a good enough left back. Last year we got away by having Pantovic there, but we don't have good enough strikers. So now Pantovic has to play up front, which is where, of course, he's supposed to be. I mean, he has just scored there. This was a summer of half out the door kind of job. It very much was, yeah. That was right. We weren't really paying much attention, were we? There you go. 3-2 defeat. That's not good enough, is it? You're good, you think. Fighting with something because I've decided to overcomplicate things. Feel free to blame me. I embrace it. Don't. No. This is not a you problem, Musterman. This is an us problem. Well, I say us problem. This is a me problem, right? You know. Right, I've criticised VAR and no one from the Polish FA has come and said anything about it, so I must be right this time. Yeah? And it's very rare I'm right. But maybe I am. Where's Bohemians? Don't tell me you've decided to give the manager another chance. Oh. I hate this. Like, managers go from like being like on the brink of being sacked to just being like, oh yeah, here's like a 5-year contract. I'm like, oh, God's sake. Where's my next job? Yeah. We're all in this problem together, TJ. Good job, it's just... We're all in this problem together. Good job, it's just TJ's problem. Yeah, it is. It is. It's very much a me thing. How do I fix it? Hi. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. Potentially a job in Ukraine coming up. But they are bottom. 4 points. Is that a step up? You fix it by taking the Novi Sad job. We don't even know who Novi Sad are, but the fact that they've got Sad in the title suggests that might be where I go. The Serbian preliminary phase. That doesn't sound fun, does it? Make Novi sad, Novi happy. True. Well, I mean, they're 10th. They're not that sad. Is that the second division? Is it? It must be. Vancouver. I mean, literally, we might end up having to go to somewhere that has a draft system just to make things even more sad. Musterman might just be the first and only person to take responsibility for TJ's tactical shenanigans. Someone needs to take the blame for it, and it's not me. It's not me. What about IF in Iceland? Been lurking in the shadows. I'll take the blame. There we go. We knew eventually console would show up and it'd be like, there we go. There we go. Usually what he does is he shows up when we've been winning. So that's why we've not seen him for a while. Slaven Belupo. What's the situation with them? Are they okay? They're nicknamed the Pharmacists. Nice. Slaven Belupo heads the all-time Intertoto Cup table as the most successful team in its tournament's history. This is our team. Yeah, right. Come on. I had you on the telly for the past half hour complaining about a light. Yeah. Sounds like I'm dying, doesn't it? Like the light. Yeah, this light here. You know what I mean? Still having none of it. Yeah. Yes, Musterman does do some wonderful work. So you should definitely give Mr. Console a follow as well, by the way. Go and check out the plethora, litany of videos that he makes. Most in the Total Cups, that's the real quiz. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? You'll never sing that. That's what that I gave it when you didn't move to Norway. Didn't it? You're right. You're absolutely right. That feels like it probably was. let's have a look then. Can we put some sort of team bonding session in to address the fact that we are being crap? Odd broke us. I think it did. I think you're right, Musterman. I think it got in our skin. I think it got in our brain a little bit too much. And by that point, I was like, well, my eyes are off the ball completely now, because I was in the airport. Do you know what I mean? And at that point, it was just, we thought it was a foregone conclusion, but no, apparently not. Apparently not. Cheeky scamps. Tony Odd and Wingy. yeah, I was in the car park. I was like, right, just like, where do I sign? Where do I sign? And then they were like, TJ, I'm really sorry. And I'm like, oh. Was it something I did? Was it something I said? I didn't mean it. I had the house bought and everything. Yeah, we were going to stay with Ropper. It was going to be great. Actually, maybe that's why I didn't have. Maybe Ropper just like went, you know what? No more. Right, Lewandowski's going in. He's not fully fit, but Lewandowski's going straight back in. Call it against all odds. Yeah, that's the one. I reckon he should apply for every job in Norway. TJ will stay in the car park just in case you change your mind. Good. Thank you, Ian. Oh, no. Sorry, you meant me. Sorry, I thought Ian was on board with me at this point. I'd just be like, yeah, we got it. I've got your back, TJ. I'll stay in the car park. Yeah, it was more about me, wasn't it? Yeah. Kevin Taylor, when you started this save, how long did it take to get your first job? Not that long, actually. I think we got one fairly quickly, but because the Finnish league starts hard, like the calendar is off, of course. We joined midway through the season, so it was an easy one to get. There we go. Put your feet on it. To be fair, TJ, you came to the same conclusion a few days ago at Transfer Lab. Oh, I did. I had a theory. We need Musterman to get it in place if SI don't. Yes. Oh, good touch. What a touch that is. Great touch. Ryan Hunt, what's it? We are using the Musterman skin, and yes, you can download it. You can download it. Lee Wilkinson, it'll be a TikTok thing if the microphone's only coming through the left-hand side. Everyone else seems to either not have that issue or hasn't found it a big problem on TikTok. If you want to, if it is a problem for you, then you can listen to it over on Twitch or on YouTube. And it's all beautiful out there. But there's a few people complaining about it coming through just the left-hand side, but it normally seems to work for everyone else. So I don't know why. It's a TikTok thing. Then you know. Oh no, appreciate that, Lee. Thank you. As I say, like there's a couple of people have said it before, but there's I don't think there's much. It must be a TikTok thing because everything else is all set up to like be clean and crisp and beautiful and whistly. Appreciate the follow, though, bud. Very kind. But yeah, for some reason, TikTok tries to put it out on mono, but not like all the time. I don't think. So there must be like enough people to get it through stereo for it to not be a right. TikTok just like collapses sort of thing. So yeah, I'm just as confused as you are. Right, decent first half display. That's good. Okay, well, this is the cup, right? Okay, that's obviously why we're winning because we must be playing some Sunday League team. Ironically, our second team is winning better. Yeah, they're 2-0 up and we're not. God, we had 3 shots. The opposition have had 8. What on earth are we playing at? Like, how did we get that bad so quickly? Oh, I know why. Yeah, we lost really, really good players. And didn't replace them. nearly conceded. We did nearly concede. Glikowski, Kozurek, Pantovic inside. Oh, I thought I was flying in. I was like, God. Well, apparently not. Keep as. He's got it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, I do think that the quality drop off this season's been the problem. So I'm not saying that the formation's wrong, but I'm saying that it doesn't quite have the players for the formation. Facing my second team in the Liechtenstein Cup in my Vadish save. Hope I don't lose. Oh yeah, you don't want that, Kevin. That would be embarrassing. Losing to your reserves. Nobody does that. Not on stream anyway. Spoiler alert, I did. I also lost my own draft tournament against the computer. So the computer won the tournament, knocked out all the human players. So that can happen as well. Right, come on, ref. We've gone past the 3-minute mark. Oh, there you go. Now you can blow up. Right, thank you. Ground out a 1-0 win. Maybe we need to be a little bit more aggressive. We're a bit more passive at this point. So, OP30, we are using the Musterman skin. So if you jump into Google or any other search engine, type Musterman FM skin FM24, and it'll take you to a link. Get it downloaded. It's a thing of beauty, and it'll make you play the game in a different way. That's the tonic. An unbeaten run starts now. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like 96 matches without defeat from now on. Who's our best player? Altenfeld, I reckon, is our best player, Sam. He's on loan from Dortmund, so he's head and shoulders above everybody else. I would show you, but we don't have attributes. The whole point of this save is it's not attributes. There's no attributes on it, so all you can see is his performance. So I'll show you how good he is. He is, he's that good. Yeah, which makes complete sense, really. Yeah, you look at him and you think, oh yeah, of course he's a good player. He's got yellow and he's got blue. Yeah. He's got 11 goals in 15 games, so that's good enough for me. That's tough, didn't know we were doing that. Yeah, we figured we started over the last couple of streams because we need to try and like freshen FM up a little bit and think, right, you know, what can we do? How can we make the save interesting? You know, it is a journeyman save. We might as well start learning data. Because why not? Because why not? You know, I've never used the player's search before anyway, so I feel like they could take that out as far as I'm concerned. Get rid of it. Staple it to a frisbee and throw it over a rainbow. It's like, I don't need that. So I might as well learn this way, because I keep saying this is the way that you should really play, despite the fact I don't understand it. Very cool skin and attribute measuring. See, Kevin knows, and they use this in the real world, don't they, Kevin? You know, numbers and data, because real players haven't got numbers on their heads, they haven't got attributes on their heads, have they? So we need to think of other ways to do things. Samson Spore, that could be an option. This is where Miles now in FM26 got fed up with everything, makes attributeless the only way you can play. Oh, do you know what? I would love that, because it would piss so many people off. They would hate it. They would. They genuinely hate it. Like, as I say, this video that I'm making is just like everyone going, I can't believe you've changed things that I want in my game. It's just like, nah. What we got? Oh, good. They had a transfer ban. That's good. Got a rivalry of Trabzon Spor. Okay. Supporters, main ultras of the Smurfs. There's the ultras of the Smurfs. They derived their iconic name from the beloved cartoon. The most active ultras group, famous for their light march. Thousands of fans processioning with flares from the avenue to the stadium. Turns the city red before match days. Pioneers in fan culture, the Smurfs launched Samsunspor's first fan website, official scarves, a polar fleece, and operated an online radio station. There you go. They received a 1-year stadium ban for profanity chanting. Good, but just turned back 42 days later. I don't know whether they're good guys or bad guys, but I mean, their kits are made by Hummel now, so maybe I'm on board. Here's the thing: you should be able to set and toggle all of this in the game setup. Agreed, console. Yes, there should be options. Yeah. Thoughts on the 115? What's 115? Is that Pokemon? Is it? No, 151's Pokemon, isn't it? Numbers are taking over the world. Soon mathematics rules football. True, innit? Mr. Llama's in. Hello, Llama. How are we? Welcome. Have you been, what? Have you been Oasising tonight, have you, Llama? Or tomorrow you're over there? Oh. Unbelievable. I saw a bit of it on TikTok tonight and I was like, get in. It's definitely happening. So, yeah, I'm off to Edinburgh to see it. Brighton, is this PC? Why does it look weird? It is PC and it is a different skin. Brighton, we're using the Musterman skin, so that's why it'll look different. I've taken all the attributes off because that's how the beginners play, with the numbers. And then when I look and go, oh, I found a player who's got 20s. Oh, well done. That was difficult. Right. Can you find a player who... Well, can you understand what a progressive pass is? Because I can't. You know. But I am willing to learn. So that's where we are. Now all I've got now is different excuses for not winning. Yeah. So that's where we are. Different excuses for not winning. Dugopolye. That's not the one, is it? That's not the one. More valid excuses. That's right. Yeah. I can just say, oh look, yeah, I don't really understand numbers. So I don't understand why we should be doing numbers. Chernomorets Balik in the top division of, where's that? Great, Czech? Bulgaria. This game will be the death of me, says Ben Cage. There you go. See? This is the thing. People feel like that about this game. So I'm trying to get a different view on it. Yeah. How's life, Llama? I didn't get a chance to see your stream this afternoon, but I trust it went well. Ben Cage won versus 7th, drew 11th and 12th. First of those two, we came from 2-0 down to lead 3-2 before coughing that up at the end. Lost to the 10th, 9th and 4th. There's 12 clubs in the league. Yeah, it sounds like you've lost to everybody. Would I take FM over FIFA Manager? Yes. Absolutely, Brian. I'm playing Football Manager. I haven't played FIFA for years. And what I remember about FIFA Manager is it wasn't very good. But from what I understand, this year it was better. I understand it's a bit better. But, yeah, I would probably play this more. Partly due to the fact that it's more familiar. And then partly due to the fact that I think it's better personally. But that's my opinion, you know. Not my words, Lynn, though. Words of Top Gear magazine. Life is grand. I like a summer, a bit more free time, a bit more relaxed. Good. I like that llama. I like it a lot. All for it. Does the quality disturb? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Brighton? Does the quality disturb? You play it too, but you know. I don't know. I don't think I do know. Jebbaroo, haven't you done this data Moneyball thing before? We've certainly had it on before. I don't think I've ever learned anything. So, yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Does anybody ever learn anything, really? I suppose. No. Maybe not. We're trying. Oh, we've scored. This is what you're right. You're right, Musterman. This is the 105 game winning streak begins now. Do they mean the modded FIFA Manager EAFC? I don't know. I don't know. But a couple of football trips this weekend too. Off to see your boys in a couple of weeks. Friendly at Newcastle at Celtic Park. Yes. Celtic Park. Here we go. Here we go. It looks like youngest Jameson wants to go. Eldest Jameson wants to go to York City. He was banging on about wanting the New York City shirt today. So I was like, cool. I'll get you that then, shall I? So that's what happens when you get Hummel as a kit manufacturer. You know, people get involved. This time it's personal. Oh, so personal, Dan. So personal. Yeah, I mean, I still need to get him to formalise York City as his only football team, but you know, it's going to take some time, innit? But yeah, I showed him the Sunderland top, and he's still not fussed. He's still not fussed. I saw that, Jebru. That's excellent news. Very, very good news indeed. Mrs. J is never happy, Dan. Never happy. Take to see Trek, he'll convert him. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, if Trek can't change him, nobody can. If you talk about quality of Cyprus football, yes, it's disturbing. Should find out Wednesday. Good. Well, you know what? Fingers crossed for you, mate. Fingers crossed. If it all comes off, that'll be excellent. That's decent enough as a first half, isn't it? Decent. Lewandowski is a bit complacent. That doesn't help. Kozarek's not had a good season so far, has he? I don't know whether it's because of the fact that Mazzala's not really working for him. We put him as a centre midfielder. And Makacek, make him a playmaker possibly. See if that works a bit. We'll have to see. Cupish picks it up. Oh, he's through. He's in. He's in. Get in. Super Carol. That's a tidy finish, isn't it? Where does that put us now? That moves us back to 8th. So we're now 7 points out of the top 4. So, yeah, it is going to need a bit of a push. We've already lost 7 games already this season. There's only the teams in the bottom 6 that have lost more games than us. That's worrying, isn't it? Brighton CM, appreciate the follow, but friend, very kind, very kind. Should also say as well, by the way, if you haven't checked out this week's FM show, podcast, which dropped yesterday. Yesterday wasn't it? Yeah. It's part 2 of the Football Manager phone in. So loads and loads of people rang up on the night to record it. Neil J, appreciate the follow. Very kind, very kind. So we put some live calls in. We put some videos in as well together, and then we had enough to make 2 episodes. So episode 100 and episode technically 101, but Jamie Hutchinson's episode had to come out first. So episode 100 and episode 102. And Jamie Hutchinson, yeah, I said before, funniest episode we've done. And then last night's record for next week could be massive. Could well be massive. Because we had Zealand and Stans on the record last night. So, yeah. That's alright, isn't it? That's pretty good. I was well impressed with that. So yeah, next week's episode's gonna drop. It's gonna be fun. And then we've got Dave Black, who's the CM 97-98 guy, on the week after. So keeping things a bit fresh, mixing it up. Tom, currently sitting third. Sorry, currently in my 3rd season. Sorry, not currently sitting third. Currently sitting in my 3rd season. With Hearts, title race in January, 1 point behind Rangers, 2 points above Celtic. Difficult to keep up. Oh yeah. You gotta just keep going. You gotta keep going. You can't slip. Oh, Altenfeld's out for 6 weeks. This is not good. The transfer window is 8 weeks away. Our star striker is now injured. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, Lama, can you suggest a place for me to go manage instead of having to deal with this nonsense, please? Good old Bashistas looks like it's going to come back up again. Hopefully. It just gets worse. It will get worse. And you know what? It has to get worse. That's the whole point, isn't it? Of I think he's right. Real. Oh, you know what? That could work actually. Do I feel handicapped with this data stuff? Not really. Like no more restricted than having everything else in front of me. I mean, what you're suggesting is that I'm taking any of it in. I mean, do you know? It would be interesting if I could find the best way to use it, but yeah, I'm interested to see if it's a way of playing that could be fun. That is a fair point, Ian, as well, by the way. Yeah, if Bashistas is insecure again, that could suggest that there are bigger problems at the club. Console was relieved to see that producer Steve was still at Fiorentina. Oh yeah. He's never leaving. He's not getting into FM24. FM26, he'll just look in and just be like, nah, not for me. Not for me. Rosenborg insecure again. I mean, that would be Norway. That would be Norway. Yeah. Steve lives in Fiorentina, doesn't he? Last I heard. Oh, 100%. 100%. Like, he is very much of the opinion that his mortgage means he has to live in that house forever. So yeah, he's 100% locked in Florence. Which I quite respect. I quite like the fact he's still there. But what I find interesting is he's only in like season 8 or something. You know? Lama, if you could book someone for the pod that you've never had on before, who would it be? Oh, for me, if I could book someone who's never been on, I'd want Bridges to do it. I'd want Kev on the show, just to listen to him talk FM, because I think that would be really good. I think that would be really, really fun. Miles hasn't been on yet being the operative word there. We've always had a yes, possibly, we'll see if the dates match up, and we've never been able to get the dates working, so Miles of course would be on there as well. But yeah, Miles, Kevin Bridges, Nash Bridges I'd take as well, and Antoine Griezmann obviously as well, because we have to have Antoine Griezmann, because everyone wants Antoine Griezmann on the podcast. You know what? I've reached out to Cherno Samba. I've sent him an email to see if he'd come on. So that would be fun. If he agrees to that, I think that would be cool. Because he did the interview with, was it the Telegraph or the Independent possibly? So I thought, you know what, let's see if he can if he picks up and responds. He hasn't so far, but it would be nice if we could do that. I think that would be good. Fred Yadu possibly would be great. Mark Kerr could be a laugh. He might be, but he also, I don't know. He's also of a generation that I think that some people wouldn't necessarily know who Mark Kerr is, which is a problem. So I think Fred Yadu would be more famous. Jose Mourinho would be mint. I'd like to get him on. What about yourselves? Who would you want to see on? Taribo West, maybe. Get him involved. Carlos Fierro is a cult hero of yours. See, I can't remember if I used Carlos Fierro. I might have done. Aaron swears by him, by the way. Days and Fury and Tom, appreciate the follows, both of you there. Very kind indeed. Kevin says Tontonzola Makoku. Possibly. Adu is more well known to North Americans. No. Oh, sorry. Well, yes. Adu is known to North Americans, but Adu is known to everybody. Like, Adu would open a bigger slice. How about Clint Dempsey? What about him? Is Clint Dempsey known for FM? Or is this just a name American footballers? Michael Duff would be class. Duff man. Again, this is the problem, isn't it? Like, you know, you've got your championship manager players and your football manager players. Clint Dempsey for an interview. Yeah. But what an interview about what though? Tubby. We're talking about like just getting someone on the podcast. Are we just interviewing Clint Dempsey about his career, or Kennedy Barasholu? Maybe. I don't know if they play FM though. This is the problem, Jason. See, we need to work out whether these people play FM or not. Talk about the growth of football in North America. All right, okay. I think you've slightly misunderstood this, Tubby. You know, we're looking about interviews for the Football Manager podcast. Ange is an FMer and has got time on his hands. That's a good shout, actually. That is a good shout. That is a good shout. I know someone who works with Will still. Dill 40k. Yeah, we could get Dill 40k on. You know, we've got. I love Dill. I mean, and I love him dearly. But if the option of interviewing Freddie Adu came up, Dill would be like way down the line. You know, I'd be if I was picking people who have never had on before: Kevin Bridges, Freddie Adu, Kim Kallstrom. Yeah, get Dill to interview Freddie Adu. He's in America. He probably knows him. That makes complete sense. Get him to interview about Clint Dempsey. Could you imagine that though? What an interview that would be. Right, Freddie, I've got you here today. We're going to have a conversation just mainly about Clint Dempsey, if that's all right. Ali Maxwell. Ali Maxwell, I've spoken to Ali before. We again, there was a potential for it. I've spoken to Ali Maxwell. I've spoken to Alex Stewart. There's an option there as well, possibly. JJ Bull's now got his album out, so that's cool. We can get him locked in at some point. On Cameo, you can send Freddie Adu a message. Surely you'd rather have Freddie Adu send you a message. I'll take TJ and said he can answer the questions and answer them while I look cool while doing it. Yes, Jason, that's it. Best wonder kid I've ever signed, Freddie Adu, probably. The former England opening batsman, Alex Stewart. It is, yes, that's the one. Weird, isn't it? That but he is into FM. So, who is the FM snog marry avoid of FM podcasts? Kerr, Adu, Dempsey. Well, I think I'd snog Mark Kerr. Actually, no, marry Mark Kerr, snog Freddie Adu, avoid Clint Dempsey, unfortunately. The skin is the Musterman skin, OP. Alright, so it's 56 quid for him to send you a message, but you can send him one for 4 quid. That seems reasonable. I think that if you're... like, that's a weird way of doing Cameo, isn't it? Get Ishan on. Who's Ishan? Should I clip this? Can if you want, yeah. I would snog... It's difficult, this one, isn't it? Because I'd probably do snogs on all three of them, really. But right, do you know what? I'm going to do it this way, right? I would snog Callum because I think he would. I don't think he'd hold back. So Callum gets the snog. I would marry. I'm going to regret this because I would marry Rich, but only because I know that divorce is a thing. Which means that eventually I'd end up hooking up with Matt in the future. I think I've tried to look for the loopholes here. Why Callum smells divine? He does, doesn't he? He does. Ishan's the World Cup winner. Okay, cool. I mean, again, we need translation, but yes. We need to get people who aren't just content creators as well. That's the thing. So I need to really start to push things out. He's not in English. I'm not sure whether it's him or the other guy that's part of the team that couldn't speak English. One of them needed the translator when they were there, and I don't know which one. But that's right, I do know Indonesian. I'm a fool to myself. Why did I not know that? Yes. Odessa in Ukraine? Does that sound like fun? Sorry, I'm just been distracted by Football Manager for a second. Apologies. They're called the Sailors. Hey up, Sailors. The shield, the club shield, is very similar to the shield of Romanian FC Farul Constanta. There you go. They used to be part of the Black Sea Shipping Company. Founding members of the Ukrainian Premier League. They were deducted 6 points by FIFA. Doesn't say why, but then of course they're relegated, obviously. The stadium is located in the Shevchenko Park. Right, are we okay with this? This memorable stars. Casper Shorty, appreciate the follow. Thank you, Casper. We could do our bit for international relations, shouldn't we? Couldn't we? If you look at my manager profile, I know Swiss. Okay. Is that going to help? There you go. Get him in. Right. Go on, Tubby. You interview Ishan. My chat would tell me today about the sporting event bucket list to go and watch. What would yours be? Sporting list bucket. I'd like the Super Bowl for me. I'd like the Super Bowl. I would also like. Well, I don't know if I'd like. I might like the Stanley Cup final, you know, because ice hockey's pretty fun. Like ice hockey's pretty good, or like Game 7 of the NBA. World Cup match. I'm not that arsed about the World Cup because the thing is, the chance of Scotland being in the final is not really likely. So I'm not really going to care too much. Victor Wanyama has been sacked as the manager of LAFC. There you go. I have expensive taste. Well, I do. I do indeed. Because some people would say things like the Indy 500 or the Monaco Grand Prix, wouldn't they? I've seen people say this before. But I'm not really into motorsports, and I definitely don't want anything in like Dubai or you know. You went to March Madness. That works. Or like a T20 something in Australia or India. So that would be pretty good. Stanley Cup, you can stipulate the final is always best of 7, so you get the least 4 games. That's value for money. Yeah. Or I want to go to the match that really matters. That's the one. In fact, do you know what? Before, and this is going to sound really. The playoff final for the championship, it's fucking class. Like it's genuinely mint, and I got to do that, and I managed to get the result that I wanted. It's a hell of a day out. You need to get onto one of them. Definitely, playoff finals are fun. Or the Johnston's Paints Trophy. I'd like to see that. Barry Mergermas. Hello, Barry Mergermas. Someone offered me tickets to go to Vanuatu for a football match. I could stay there for a few weeks. I'd take it. Oh yeah. I mean, look, there's a lot of ifs, buts, and maybes here, innit? I mean, if I'm only there for the match and that's it, Vanuatu's a long way to go in it for a World Cup qualifier. Is it on the bucket list at that point? Not necessarily thinking it is. But, you know, we'll see. Maybe. So the Johnson's Paints Trophy final this year turns out not that fun. That is a problem as well, isn't it? Aussie Rules Grand Final. That could be decent. If it wasn't for the way that the CrossFit Games has gone the last few years, I would have said the CrossFit Games final. Got that. I'm not massively arsed about the Olympics. You know, I'll watch the sports that are there, but it's not. I'm not sitting there going, oh, I want to see the 100 meters final, or I want to watch the London Marathon. I'm not bothered. Oh, There we go. Burst of Spores back available. Here we go. And they're bottom of the league. Get in. We could potentially be relegated with Burst of Spore. What happened with the CrossFit final? Well, it wasn't about the CrossFit final itself. It was last year's CrossFit Games where one of the competitors died during the CrossFit Games. So the events now, the whole thing's now sort of tainted a little bit. Because there was a lot of inquest into whether or not it was negligent and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, and now of course a lot of the competitors have refused to compete. Is the lingerie bowl still a thing? I don't know. Maybe you get all sorts on Channel 5. Katrina, do we remember Madney? We do remember Madney, Katrina. Yes, we do. He was a wonderful human being. World Heavyweight title boxing match. Have to be close to the ring. See, I've never really got into boxing. Never got into boxing. Azerbaijan. I always wanted to go to the big sumo tournament. Ooh. That'd be fun. Or like, see, because even like sort of the UFC things, you just like, it's not as much fun anymore. And there's no big UFC tournament. At WrestleMania, you need like a fortnight now as well to be there. And plus, that's 2 massive Saudi invested events. So yeah, I don't really know. We have UFC news. Do we? What's the UFC news? Kavena Zaveda. Superb training, superb youth. 3rd in Serbia. 3.5. I'm probably not getting them, am I? 350 grand. I'm not getting this at all. Trump's hosting at the White House next year as part of America's. Oh God. No, we're not. I'm not doing that. No. That's too far. That is too far. Where's Red Star Belgrade? You can't just shout Red Star Belgrade at me, Tristan, and not... Where am I looking? I've just applied. Is that Red Star? Is there something with their names, is it? So that's Red Star Belgrade. Okay. Right. Let me just check. There it is. Yes. Are they nice ones? Are they nice ones? I have to double check. I mean, at the end of the day now, I'm starting to think, does any of it even matter anymore? Like, their ultras have developed an infamous reputation for hooliganism. Good, that'll do. They have a strong kinship with the Olympiakos ultras. I mean, yeah, maybe. Fine, whatever. It's tough to be nice in Belgrade. Yeah, I know. Other than nice Belgrade, I don't even know. I don't know. It's a big team. It's worth a challenge. Yeah, I think so. at this moment in time, like I'm doing data. I've got data save on at this moment in time, and I'm trying to work out which Belgrade is the nice one. Yeah. I've spent a lot of time looking at it, and they're not going to give me the job, so it doesn't really matter, does it? It will be tough, Kevin. It will be tough trying to get that job. You're right. I like even Dan's given up. Just fucking do what you want, TJ. Who cares? Nobody's bothered anymore, mate. We understand you've taken a bit of a stance somewhere on the lines. You don't like the idea of certain stuff. We get it. Can we just move on? Right. Odessa in the Ukraine have offered us an interview. You're currently underperforming at Rakuf. Is this a case of you jumping before you're being pushed? Absolutely. Can you explain why you're in the running for a few jobs? Absolutely. I am considering my options. You've been embroiled in media controversies. Okay, fair enough. Tony Jameson's morally good but confusing adventure. Yeah, I think so. To be honest, Tony Jameson's adventure, Tony Jameson's long-winded adventure. Avoid relegation. 247 grand. That's not very much, is it? Might have to think about that. That's the new stand-up title. I like it. I like it. It does exactly what it says on the tin, doesn't it? You know? What I like as well is that we're applying for jobs. We're applying for Red Star Belgrade and Bursa Sport at the same time. Like, this is very much like where I think I land. You know, I'll apply for Red Star, but I'm pretty sure Bursa Sport is the one that we'll have a conversation about. So third in the Serbian league or bottom of the Turkish first division. At the Encore, you'd be the Tony Jameson experience. Just stare at clubs and ponder until people walk out. I like it. There's a lot to be said for that. I think more people should do that. And just shake my head, just go no, you lot, no, not you. The Welsh national job, the Azerbaijani national job. I think you'll find that's the one that we go to. Where's the performances? C+ from the board. Supporters reckon B-. That's pretty good. Yeah. Manage the Welsh national team, but with Welsh language. That's all of a sudden just having Musterman's skin on doesn't seem like the most mad part of the save, then, does it? Because obviously I've got Polish in now as well, haven't I? Oh, Samson spores come up. I mean, good kits, right? Something about Wales. What does that say in Welsh? Do you speak Welsh? Do you speak Welsh? Is that what it is? Kevin, enjoy your day. Enjoy the stream. Kevin, a pleasure as always, my friend. Thank you for being in. Enjoy your weekend away in Bergen, by the way. Love you didn't even look at the job advert for Samson Sport. No, yeah, I just went straight and just went, that'll do. Where are they? 15th in the Super League. So, Just above Besiktas. Do I speak Welsh? See, I did I get that right? I think I did, didn't I? Is Besiktas too big of a step up? No, it's not. Like, honestly, I would love Besiktas. It probably is too much of a step up, but I think it's the third time the job's been there. We interviewed once, didn't get it sadly, as you can tell. But Besiktas would be mint. Like, Bursaspor will be fun. Samsunspor will be fine. Besiktas will be class. Red Star Belgrade will probably end up being a disappointment and will get sacked. Odessa I've just applied because it's just something different in it. Ukraine. No, I've not managed in the Ukraine before. But I do think Turkey is the right side of mental. Do I speak English? Good question. Bigger problems at Besiktas. Now you've mentioned it, Ian, about the fact that it's been up a couple of times, and then you're like, yeah, there's problems there. I'm like, you could be right, you know. You could be right. Better managers than I have struggled at Besiktas, so maybe there is something there. I mean, we're 11 points away from fourth. It's going to take a big turnaround for us to do well in Poland. So with all this alleged data I've been collecting, Musterman, as well. When I move across to my new club, if of course a new club comes, all that data's still available to me, right? Or do we lose it because that's all within my scouts? Do I have to start scouting again, like back from zero? Oh, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Oh. No penalty. We can celebrate. Absolutely. Your scout players list drops to 80. Apparently when you join the club, your scouts forget everything they've done prior. Brilliant. That's cool. That's cool. Because obviously, but I won't be taking my scouts with me, or will I? I'm not taking this lot with me. Our goalkeeper's injured. Honestly, it's time to leave. It's time to leave. We've now got a child goalkeeper in. Oh, this game knows how to upset you, doesn't it? Like, I guess league data is going to be there anyway because it's league data. Yeah. So I use the search. I use the filters. Is there a league reputation adjustment in as well, or is that too complicated to work out? So, like, you know, if a player's good in Poland, like, would they be good in, for example, Turkey or Sweden or Norway or whatever? Not natively built in. No, I wouldn't imagine natively. Is there a workaround? Oh, it's a good finish. I think, is he onside? Evening IVD, welcome in. It's awarded. It's awarded because it comes off our defender, innit? Yeah, it's a good hit. Keeper's got nothing to do with it once it hits the defender. It's time to go, innit? I think we're starting to struggle a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Yikes. We are Raków Częstochowa IVD in Poland. And we're not doing very well. Our goalkeeper's injured now. So we've dropped to 9th in the table. Oh, let's just bundled away. Bundled away. Nope, no penalty for us apparently. That's right, keep playing. Oh, where the highlights gone? Jokers. Absolute jokers. There we go. Masha check. Oh, why is he shooting from there? Honestly. Someone get on the phone to Sunderland. We're joining Sunderland. All right, that'll make more sense. That's another defeat in the bag. IVD, I use my laptop, my little laptop. Can't do a proper Journeyman save. Well, you need a better laptop than IVD. Yeah? Goalkeeper out for 9 weeks. Great. Pressure mounts. Oh, there you go. Look at this. Are we starting to have a bit of a change? No, we're still on C. No goalkeeper or striker. They've down tools. Time to go. They have, haven't they? They've just given up completely. Am I up for the fight? No, not at all. Get me out of here by the transfer window. Thank you very much. Problem is, though, these sorts of performances are not doing my reputation much good. Odessa, apparently, they're ready to make the move. Okay. So the interesting thing is I mean, out of these potential irons in the fire, is there anything we'd be desperate for over Odessa? I mean, the bottom of the Ukrainian league. This doesn't feel fun, does it? Does Kolo Toure want to come? He doesn't want to go. Oh, right. It's just. Should we withdraw our interest from Odessa? That doesn't feel like a fun time, does it? Now that I'm looking at it. But then again, Bursaspor are... Oh no, they're second bottom now of the Turkish First Division. You can delay it. We can. Sigma Olomouc underneath there as well. See, because Besiktas, again, really struggling. Yeah. In that bottom four. Something's wrong at the club, surely. Obviously, I don't want to declare interest, but right, let's just Click that. Besiktas could be a lot of FM rebuilding though. It could be. And I think that would be fun though. You know? Because all this stuff is just going to be like... this is just going to be torture. Let's see if there's actually any free transfer goalkeepers, is there? Right, it's not data, but we need a goalkeeper for free. None. Poor Dabrowski. He's going to get chucked straight in at the deep end. Plant a flag in the centre circle, grow Souness moustache and sign Dean Saunders. It sounds a lot like you've already seen what I'm going to do. Console. Do you know what I mean? How's the season going, asks Lucas. Not great. Not great, I must admit. I've definitely had better seasons. Like last season, for example, was better. But that's fine. We'll learn. We'll learn as we go through. In hindsight, maybe not a great idea to change to data driven. Be like, right, you know what we need to do is we need to get rid of all the easy bits of the game. Okay, so we've delayed the Odessa job. Okay, they were quick to offer us a job, so I think they must be in a massive world of pain if they've offered me the job that quickly. You know. Like they can't be looking at me going, honest, get TJ in now. He's the guy. Act while we can. Let's take a closer look at Besiktas. Well, we need Besiktas to... Oh, do you know what? I'm going to declare interest in it. It's probably not going to help. Slav and Belupo could be interesting as well. Because the Croatian League's only 10 teams. I have a feeling that they're going to laugh me. Not having any chance of getting the job. Well. Let's see. I don't think it's going to force Besiktas to sack their manager and go, let's get TJ in now. But bored or disappointed, that's fine. I mean, we're out of contract at the end of the season as well, so I suppose there's that. So in a sense, my compensation probably isn't very much. There's no news items belittling us. That's true. That's true. Maybe the fans haven't fully taken it in yet. Maybe they just sat going, who's TJ? Like, where's he come from? What's our league rep as well? Because if we're in a... Oh, what's my current thing? Sorry. My 2.5 stars. Maybe they don't get Polish media in Turkey. Maybe not. That could be an advantage as well, possibly. That would explain why Bursaspor haven't been in touch yet. Maybe they haven't picked up my email. Have you checked in your junk? Red Star Belgrade unsuccessful. It would have been a fit for the club's ambitious vision for the future, but there's better managers out there. But they like our commitment to a strong possession-based game, so there you go. Red Star's not happening. So it's now Bursaspor, Samsunspor, Besiktas. That's where our eggs are going. Still nothing coming out of Turkey to say that people are laughing at us. Brøndbergen again, Rosenborg, Viking, and us now insecure. Okay, we are now insecure. Malmo as well. So we might have a new job in December. Yeah, it might partly be our own choice. It might partly not be. We'll have to see. Come on then, let's see if we can do something with our new young goalkeeper in between the sticks. I can't believe we've got a young goalkeeper. I can't believe our goalkeeper's out for 8 weeks. It's very much like the games just went, we know you want out, we will make it so that you're out. Yeah. Like, we get it. This is not for you, right? It's a corner. Makacek. Cleared away. Poor corner. Oh, gets it back though. Just smashed over the top. No control, no thought, nothing. Just like straight up wellies it. We'll lose data for the summer leagues in January. Bear that in mind if you go to Sweden. Oh, okay. So I need to export all my data before then. Right. Musterman, have you got a spreadsheet for me to put everything into? I think I've got one myself, but have you got access to one? I'm fairly sure I've got one because I'm sure we did it on stream when we were doing it with Larissa, weren't we? I just downloaded Stag's one as well, didn't I, yesterday? That's a search tool. Trying to avoid doing so, or at least avoid templates as a build as to what I need, and then oh, okay, all right. It's because you're an expert, Musterman. Right, okay. So where do you put your data then every year? Do you just like leave it on a notepad, or do you just like sort of do it in game? Good ball at the top. Keep a save and go back to it if I need to. All right, cool, excellent. Yeah, I've got a save. I've got a save every year, like an end of season save. So that could work, couldn't it? Good ball through. Lewandowski, one touch, bottom corner. That's what we need. So yeah, so you would go in then at the end of every season and just hoover up the data from there and do it that way, yeah? Okay. One all. It's not their first shot, but it's their first highlight, and you're just like, oh, okay, fair enough. Bloody Whistler Plock. You know what I mean? Let's drop off a bit. See if that helps. Hoover up the data in special circumstances. I search within the game based on what I need. Save here on the console. I create shortlists in the previous save. Export and import shortlists in the current save, which is one of the few things you can do on the console. Right, okay. So, oh, have you seen that? Have you seen that? Unbelievable. Nobody gets it. Nobody touches it. Shocking. Shocking. So would you have separate shortlists then for separate positions? Or would you just have one shortlist that covers everything? Or would it be like, this is like my 2025 shortlist, my 2026 shortlist? I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to change. Like, this is all... I think it's a tactical thing now. So I think the players have down tools. I think we're in end of days territory here. Moneyball is possible. It's just fiddly. That is true. Get in. Makachek's got an equaliser. A point's better than nothing, isn't it? At the end of the day, I have one for each role in console. I rank them as priority signings in each role. Okay. Great ball. Oh! He should have finished that. I mean, it was a tough chance, don't get me wrong. But a great ball over the top. If he just... imagine if he'd finished that. Imagine. Right, 1-1. I mean, it's not a defeat, so there is that. Yeah? That's good news in a sense. You do it literally as you go. Start at the end of the season. If I think I need a right back, I'll see who's about in the save, who's better than we currently have. If no one, there's only a few standouts, I'll jot down the metrics I'm looking for. Go back to the previous season, search there. Rarely will I go back more than 2 seasons. That makes sense. Yeah, I can get behind that. Besiktas jobs available. Get applying for it. I've got a feeling they're going to knock us back, but let's at least get in. Sigma Olomouc as well. Not bottom in Czech, is it? Yeah. Actually, a Sigma. What's the crack with them? Just see them cropping up a lot. They were fined £4 million £50 and deducted 9 points as a result of corruption inquiry. Brilliant. Yeah. And they were banned by UEFA from competing in the Europa League due to corruption. Okay, maybe we're gonna, maybe we don't go for Sigma in that sense, or maybe we do. Maybe we completely pivot on everything. I have no interest in joining them. On Touch, you can go into your phone and do it in the same time as your save. Oh, can you? That's interesting. Because they're in the cloud. That makes sense. That does make sense. And if I can understand that, then it definitely makes sense. Besiktas fans have laughed off interest of Jameson. There we go. Right, it's taken a bit of time, but finally the Besiktas fans have heard that I'm on the warpath. And they're like, should we just say no? Östersunds. Again, they've got a bit of a checkered past as well. Second division in Sweden. They finally Googled me. Yeah, that was the worry all along, wasn't it? That was Googleable. All right, okay. So Raku for now happy that I don't want to join Sigma. That's weird. They wanted me to leave earlier. My position was insecure. That doesn't sound like they want me to stay. Why am I trying to leave this job? Because I am struggling with it and I don't really see a way out of it, to be honest. I don't think it's the right job for me. I have to avoid Östersunds because that feels like it's just too low down. Second division of Sweden doesn't feel like a good idea. Couldn't get enough hooch in. No one can. No one can, Dan. Oh, we've got a fan day. This is great, isn't it? Let's get that fan day in. Let's delay again. Odessa. I think we do have to just pretend we've never heard of Odessa, don't we? Just keep being like, what? Sorry, no. Sorry, mate. No, I'm going through a tunnel. Bye now. Like, it's not for us, is it? Bottom of the league in Ukraine. I mean, is that really what we want? I feel it's what we deserve. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what we deserve for our behaviour. Constantly just checking the jobs boards. It's like, you know, when you're at work, you just like you spend most times going, I wonder what jobs are available in other departments. I feel like this is what we're doing right now. Okay, so Glogovski's going to have to come off. Let's put Augustin in there. And obviously we've got the issue where we might end up getting fined for not playing enough young players as well. Jumping out of the fire into the frying pan. Yeah. Ukraine is close to Poland. It's true. Yeah, it's not inconceivable for me to go there. We set this press conference. You coming today? Sorry, what? I can't hear you. My phone is broken. Yeah, I'm running out of battery. Bye now. I can't hear you. I had a vaccine. So playing Scra. Famous. Wrong number by you. Very much that. Very much. No. I'm alright with my double glazing, thank you. As I say, I can't even blame the data because I've not sort of delved into it enough for it to be the problem. And also we don't have any other players. So it's the players that the issue. And I've not bought good enough players. I didn't have enough money for players. And the tactic maybe doesn't suit this lot. And I've not changed it sufficiently. And yeah, maybe that's a concern. Maybe that's why things aren't working. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? Two shots out of two so far. They've not had a shot yet, which means they're going to win 3-0. That feels like the FM way of doing it, doesn't it? Hang on, we've got a corner. Altenfeld smashed it home. Well, we're doing okay in the cup. That's keeping us busy. Pantovic. Oh, nearly. Almost about almost us getting a bit of luck there. Anyone else get cold callers lately? Think going, this is your HR department, have me on WhatsApp. No, I've not had that. That sounds creepy. Oh, God. Have we conceded from that? Through his legs. 1-1. 1-1. It's just not good enough, isn't it? I thought it was going to be 2-0 then. Ball's given away. I'm getting automated calls at least twice a week. Really? That's a lot. So they've massively changed in the second half. How come both teams have ran exactly the same? Well, they don't know. Let's have a slightly different now. Great. Extra time. That's what we need, isn't it? Kozarek's knackered. I mean, I feel like he might have to come off and we're going to sacrifice a penalty taker at this point. If we can have another one in the second half. Good challenge by Bettner. Olsen. Ragaman. Kozarek. Kostic. Oh, nearly. Nearly the perfect ball through that, wasn't it? This is better. Kozarek. Bettner. Olsen, Ragaman, Altenfeld, cut it back. Kostic. There we go. A rare glimmer of positivity in this stream. This is why I quite like this formation. Like when it works, it's nice and it puts things together and it plays properly and you know. There's balance, but problem is we seemingly don't have good enough players to make it sing. So maybe we just, you know, stick with it in the future, or we start trying to buy some players. Oh, great ball. Altenfeld's offside, I think. They've not pulled it back, so he obviously mustn't be. Pantovic. That'll do. See, now, of course, in my head, I'm going, well, should we try the transfer window? We shouldn't. We're not going to get... Well, what we need to do is we need to pay attention in the transfer window. Oh, pick that one out. Jesus. Did you see that? What a goal that was. That is madness. Look at this. Everyone stood around. This is like in injury, an extra time, by the way. God. That's filthy. It's disgusting, mate. Absolute thunder bastard, wasn't it? Like the rebirth of Tony Yeboah. What's the phrase? Filthier than a miner's bootlace. That was exceptional. It's a good job it's past the watershed because that was not suitable for work. Yeah. Okay, so we're now in the winter off season, which is good because we can say, although form's sketchy, things are fine. Things are better. And it also gives us a bit of time to try and find a job. Do I want Ostersons? I don't think I do. Bohemians is back there. I think we're agreed that we don't want Odessa. Is that right? I think Odessa's going to be a no. Probably. So let's keep our eyes peeled for the jobs in Turkey and the job at Bohemians that may or may not come up, and then also spend some time trying to actually look for some players that we need and work out how we do this. Samson's spore job unsuccessful. Fair enough. What's our finances like? 840 grand. We have money. Legia Warsaw in the cup. We could buy players, couldn't we, Musterman, for 800 grand? There'll be somebody in there that we can get. Rosenborg's job's become very insecure as well. What do we do? I mean, part of me's thinking, do we just nudge through and like sort of see where we get to? I probably should leave at this point. I should probably save the game and then either come back tomorrow or come back Sunday and try and like look at how we do recruitment in this sense. Start putting my filters together, start having a bit of a plan, so that when the transfer window opens, I'm not caught on the fly. TJ's Bohemian Rhapsody, that's the one. That's the one. Oh, right, Odessa, I'm really sorry, right? I feel like we've strung you along, but it's just not gonna work, right? I'm just gonna walk away from that. I can't go to the bottom of the Ukraine. Yeah. Besiktas jobs unsuccessful. We didn't even make the shortlist. We interviewed previously. Our stock has fallen quite a bit. Rosenborg. Just going for that. That feels like a bit like a Besiktas job. It feels like a bit of a too big a jump up. And it's now the 5th. It is. Happy birthday, Dan. Happy birthday. Congratulations to you. Grab yourself a hooch. Get celebrating. Yeah, I think we're right. I think we're stuck. I think this is where we are now. We've probably got a season. Well, we've got half a season to play out. Let's save it here. Let's come back either tomorrow or Sunday. Work out what the best way of doing it is. Botev Plovdiv. Great training, great youth. Regional. Who are Botev Plovdiv? Simply known as the Canaries. Aristoro Botev, named after a poet, a revolutionary, and national hero. I mean, this sounds like me, right? I mean, it doesn't, of course, but you know, we can spin it a little bit. In September 2009, Botev Plovdiv set an unusual record after fielding 7 Italian players. They became the first Bulgarian club to feature that many foreigners from the same nationality. In February 2010, Plovdiv were administratively relegated due to financial difficulties. Excellent. Of course they were. That's a strong fan base. The Ultras are known as the Bultras. Botev's fan base is considered mainly of middle and upper classes, although that no longer applies. Ooh. They have a strong rivalry with Levski Sofia. Right, let's pause it. Let's think about what we do next. And we'll make a plan. Yeah, that's what I think we'll do. So yeah, eyes peeled, eyes and ears peeled for either tomorrow or Sunday. Thank you, of course, one and all, for hanging out. It's always nice having you in here. Hope you enjoyed it. I have, which of course is half of the battle, but I've definitely enjoyed it. I think we can. Do you know what? Let's go and see Mr. Dupe. We haven't seen him for a while, and if you haven't seen him for a while, he looks amazing. He's lost a hell of a lot of weight, and he's just won the Carabao Cup with Manchester United. So go and give him some love. Take care of yourselves, everyone. We'll be back either tomorrow or Sunday. Speak to you all very soon. Have a wonderful weekend if I don't speak to you beforehand. Yeah, all the best now. Bye now.